Many have chalked up Joe Biden's attacks on oil companies to typical leftist politics. You know, nothing to see here, folks. Just the usual leftist attack on corporate America. But they're being too generous, and they're conveniently covering up the cover-up. Biden's tweet over the weekend ordering gas companies, gas stations, to lower gas prices was so beyond a misunderstanding of the way our economy works. It was a slap in the face and an obvious attempt to heap blame off of himself and his policies and onto others, and a play on the anger and frustration of so many Americans. On Saturday, Joe Biden tweeted this, quote, "My message to the companies running gas stations and setting prices at the pump is simple. This is a time of war and global peril. Bring down the price you're charging at the pump to reflect the cost you're paying for the product, and do it now." And do it now? Imagine if Donald Trump had issued such a demand when he were president. It's embarrassing for the leader of the free world to sound like he's channeling the likes of Hugo Chavez. That tweet was so authoritarian, even a Chinese state media flack praised Joe Biden's tweet, which comes just days after he told Americans to suffer.
How long is it fair to expect American drivers and drivers around the world to pay that premium for this war?
As long as it takes.
Laugh it off, Joe. As long as it takes. Ha, ha, ha. And after Biden's advisor, Brian Deese, admitted that Americans just needed to suffer for the greater common good, listen to this one.
This is about the future of the liberal world order, and we have to stand firm.
Yeah, okay. And yet Joe Biden continues to blame gas companies. In recent months, Joe has accused oil and gas companies of price gouging and demanded they increase production, even while his very own administration threatens to put them out of business. And his buddy, Amazon CEO and Washington Post owner Jeff Bezos, called the president's weekend tweet either straight ahead misdirection or deep misunderstanding of basic market dynamics. I imagine it's a whole lot of both. But asked about Biden's tweet on Sunday, National Security Advisor Council spokesperson John Kirby made us even more mad or more nervous, or guess what, maybe more both.
Anybody that knows President Biden knows he's plain spoken, and he tells you exactly what he's thinking, and in terms that everybody can understand. So I think we obviously take great exception at the idea that this is somehow misdirection.
So take him at his word, demanding oil companies lower the prices and do it now. It's not free market. That isn't reassuring even in the slightest bit. But if possible, the messaging got even worse over the holiday weekend.
Yeah, what we need to do domestically, what we need to do to bring down the cost of gas. Well, right? Right?
I seen a meme the other day that said me Googling online how to make gas at home. Okay?
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that.
There it is again, that laugh. Why is everything hilarious to her? I guess it's hysterical to Kamala Harris that Americans are struggling to pay for gas and are considering ways to make their own. It must be as funny as when panicked Americans went out searching high and low for baby formula for their infants, searching online how to make their own. Right, Kamala? Former Trump advisor and good friend of the show, Peter Navarro, is here to weigh in. He's also the author of that book right there, Taking Back Trump's America. Peter, let's start with this. I mean, they have no idea. They're lost. They're deer in the headlights with the oil price. Now Biden demands a private company change their pricing. What the hell planet is he living on?
Well, let's start with the price of gasoline. The price of gasoline is high, Joe, because you stopped drilling on government lands, you killed the Keystone Pipeline, and you're basically at war on petroleum. If you want to lower gasoline prices, don't go Marxist on us. Go to Pennsylvania, go to New York, go to the Dakotas, unleash the fracking. Remember, Donald Trump made us energy independent. Back in the 1970s, Eric, when I was in D.C. for the first time working at the Department of Energy on the oil crisis, I never dreamed we could be energy independent. Donald Trump did that. And so now Joe Biden's it's just like, don't charge too high of prices or what? You know, price controls are next. Here's the thing. This is the thing that really ripped me today. I'm on I'm out July 4th, out in the mall. I'm looking at the stores, the National Archives. It's all made in China stuff. American flags made in China. What is Joe Biden's solution to inflation, Eric? He wants to get rid of the Trump tariffs. Hey, we worked really hard to put those tariffs on China because they screw us. They screw American workers. They screw American businesses. They cheat every which way to Sunday. And by the way, when Donald Trump put those tariffs on, didn't cause an iota of inflation. We had the most stable economy, strongest economy and stable prices of any in the last 50 years. But now what Joe's going to do is he's going to use these excuses now to crack down with price controls and then take the tariffs off on China. Hey, guess what, Eric? We're over $1 trillion now. $1 trillion in a trade deficit to China. Every dollar we have in a trade deficit with China, that's another job offshore. And if they take the Trump tariffs off, that's going to be $200 billion more American money going offshore, paying for China's military. And they're talking out with forked tongue, Eric. It's like the other guys in the administration are chiding China for helping Russia evade sanctions and buying their oil. And in the meantime, they're going to pat China on the back. Oh, we'll take the tariffs off. This is insane, Eric.